It's time to craft. Let's go. Hello guys, welcome back. So in our first DIY, we are going to be creating a buffalo check plaid sunflower decor. This will be a tabletop or side table decor piece. I have taken the other half of a uh, wood pumpkin decor that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and now I am painting it using some Rustoleum linen white chalk paint. I did purchase this paint from Walmart. I am taking my fingers, tracing around the edges to make sure that none of the wood color shows through. And you'll see me do this all the way around the perimeter of this pumpkin. And prior to, I did make sure that I applied several coats of the paint to this piece. And now you see me taking my heating tool that I purchased from Amazon, and I am just drying it. This is this is one thing that you need in your crafting arsenal is a heating gun, because it cuts your drying time down in half, especially when it's working. Sometimes I have to threaten this particular heating tool with bringing out the big boy. And now I am getting ready to apply the check plaids to this piece. I will be using the Celery chalk paint and the ink chalk paint, both Waverly brand. And as you can see here, I am preparing the piece for the check plaids. And if you want a full tutorial on this, just let me know. I did speed this up and that portion of it went away, and you can see how it looks. I am using some of that chocolate bar paint to paint the top of the pumpkin with some of the black ink chalk paint, and I've applied the sunflower to this piece in the center. And you see me here, I've painted and now drying the jumbo tower block that I purchased from Five and Below. I would encourage you to go and purchase you one box of these. They are $5, as this makes good stands for your projects. I should have glued this down horizontally, but I didn't. I did glue it down vertically, and so I have to keep manipulating it. But nevertheless, guys, is this not cute? This is a cute piece, and we're going to move on to our second DIY for the night, and this is our 3D miniature pumpkin decor. This is also something that you could put on a shelf, on a banister, on a table, just anywhere where you want to see this. You can add hanger to it and make it a hanger decor. But as you can see, I am again using the Rustoleum chalk paint, and I'm making sure, because this cutting board that you purchased from the Dollar Tree, that wood seems very dry, and when I use any type of chalk paint on this board, I have to add several coats. It just seems like it soaks it up. And for some reason, I don't know if Rustoleum has changed the formula of their chalk paint. It just seems more thinner and not as thick as it used to be. But yeah, I'm having to add several coats. And it could be too that I changed the formula by adding some of that glossy Mod Podge to it. Nevertheless, I decided that I wanted to distress this piece, and what I did was added some mixed some the ink chalk paint with the Rustoleum white chalk paint, and got that grayish color. And I thought I liked it, but then I didn't. So you will see me change this out. And now you see me adding the blessed word. It is a wood cutout, the word blessed, and I did brush over it using the um, black ink sponge. And now I am trying to decide how I want to style this. And so I decided to create a pocket to hold the stems. And I decided that I wanted to just wrap some jute twine that can be purchased from the Dollar Tree around the edges of these little stem, and then I place them inside of the pocket and gluing it down to make sure that none of the pocket pieces stands out. And then I decided and was thinking, hey, well, maybe I can not have these be so wild as far as the little stems. And I was going to take some of that jute twine and put a little bow there to tie it so that it won't just be hanging wild. But then the more and more I thought about it, I said, let's make this into like a pumpkin patch. And then I said, well, let's just make this a pumpkin. And so I took one of those stem cutouts that I had from my yard, from a branch, little thin stem. And now I am going back over the piece with some of that white chalk paint to remove the gray distressing. I'm drying it and then getting rid of some of that glue that had dried. And now I'm taking that celery chalk paint and just going around the entire piece in the celery. And then now I'm drying it. And then I didn't like it, and so I said, well, let's keep just adding color. And so there was no uniformity as or a set pattern for what I was doing. I was just, wherever I had paint, whatever sponge had paint on it, I just used that to add the color to it. And now I am taking the last pumpkin out of that 3-pack that you can purchase from the Dollar Tree, and I am adding it to the center of the branches or the stems. And then now I'm filling in the gaps with some of that Spanish moss that I purchased from Carolina Pottery. And I really think this piece is going to turn out very cute. It will be great as far as giving you somewhat of a spooky vibe, but also a very rustic vibe as well. You guys gotta let me know what you think. And if you hear a difference in my voice, guys, I do have a bit of a cold and have been under the weather all day today, so just keep me in your prayers. I know it's a sinus infection, so I will be going to the doctor or urgent care tomorrow. And so you see I'm just using up the remainder of some of the paint to adding that to the back. And again, I'm just using whatever excess paint that I have on the sponges that was used to create the buffalo check. And I am trimming up the Spanish moss, giving it a neat appearance. And now I'm going to do a shoestring bow to tie to the top of this piece. And I just think this is going to be adorbs. And now I'm creating a T-shape stand to go on the back of this so that it can stand up. And of course I'm going to paint it using all the colors that I used in the DIYs for tonight. And feel free, if you recreate this project, feel free to shoot me an email and I will gladly upload your version of any of the projects that I create on my channel and just give you a shout out. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button and don't forget about the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you each and every time I upload anything to my channel. Again, thank you all for stopping by. And guys, look at that. Is that not rustic? I really appreciate you all for rocking with your girl, and as you can see in this final reveal for the projects that I've created over the last week or this week, this is how I brought it all together. I think it turned out very beautiful. The color schemes and everything just seemed to have worked. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and gaining some inspiration from me. Remember, take care of yourself, smile because it increases your face value, and I will see you next week as I present you the grand finale of the fall projects. Bye guys.